get the trade there on Shotzi. Anything goes. Keeps the control in the hands of Pocket. You got to deal with the double pinch on this one. This remote ball front. Go into the front. Don't let anyone get close. That's a big problem. Abuja now. Last time left on. Opting with the grab. Here comes the possession. Abuja's very good. First ball. Getting into the action. Oh, Shotzi won't stop in this. And on that next one, she needs the left. Down again. Yachi. Down again. He survived. Going on, still though, up if you have this pressure. Who's getting the kills? The device not going to reach that game. Just look at that. Shotzi goes. 85 the round. The speed teaming in 1.7 Shotzi was not fearful. And he's in the house. Give him that goal. The chance taker. A massive moment now. The change with less than a minute of the clock in. Trying to win fights forward. You have positional advantage. You've got to let them go in and take out that EMP. You're going to keep the production going now. It's the tough part. It's going to have to do like he needs to be the protector up to the light. The teammate won't deal with the starters. The light's not collected and cleared out your spawn. We are now stable on the map. You have to build the base. They have the pressure. 25 seconds left to play. If anybody scores, that is now. If someone's carrying the device. At the end of that time, you get 30 seconds of extra time. 0-4-4. Optic will keep you up a bit. Please, a touch is essential. Optic on top of these kills. You're lucky to get a drive and run. There it is. A few more. The drive to take it. Now it's done. They've got down to 30 seconds to play Optic. They have a chance to get one more before the half. The dagger taking further. They have players all over the map. Well, first hand on ball, stopped it. It's time to shot. Trying to get 15 seconds to play though. Who's going to get that device? That should be the coverage. We're getting down a bit closer, just to the outside now. It's over. It goes down. Half-time whistle blown. At this point in time, Hayes picking themselves. Highlights in the first half. Two incredible stops from Optic. Grenade out with the dagger, followed by Ashley. Drag grenade over the top of this one. We eventually get a follow-up from Hayes. Now that had to work for it. It is suitable for the capture, but it is this magical one in this moment. The nice down inches away from it. Stop these cycle. He's trying to get that burst. He's trying to get to the burst. He's going to get through strike. But that's what continues. He just flies in. And sometimes that's what you have to do. You just got to grab it and fly. And that man was going to have a double. I don't mistake. And finish with one lead. 5 minutes left of run. Second off, here we go. That's nothing else. And this is an incredibly aggressive start. The one from there up the top lane. Back to the get this one. Whatever you decide, the back will fall down immediately. Surely, we're in a position here to score up. Equaliser early on. You've still got to find the kills. And still, we've scored one of them. They didn't hesitate. Wasted no time. They didn't set up the rally capture. Turn around out. You're correct still. We're going to be falling out of the people around. Somehow, some way. You've got to make sure that 8 men over top is the only team out to get out of it. They are getting slaughtered on the spawn. Nowhere to go. The rally capture. That is a critical phase. A 3-2 lead. 3-2 lead now to the bottom side of that. We now go to the immediate effect. The position now is like the target spike. Everybody takes time. They're going to try and outrun it. Ball nowhere to go. Didn't have the midfield. You don't have the device. Those two players decide to find Phil Burton off the quick selection. He's in the goal. That's only one player. It is Steve Burton. Burton is over it. Oh, now. From the kill. Actually, don't keep it. What a line. There's a quick play. Who's doing the pickup? Who's going on? Gonna get it through. Let's stop again. That's how it forces. And then for the Heroes. And it moves the 5 away. Only 17-13. He has been huge in these grand finals, and they're continuing the slaughter. Trying to get it going. We're going to duck a shit. Oh, it's going to get it. We drop it down. Not enough firepower. Up from down. But please, another whole score to his name. This Belgian is on it for a unbelievable 31-13 kills. They're going to shoot him in there to get the kill. There's a big one now. Back over to the number 4-2. 3 minutes to play. A Rosie of 5 coming in. That one is done. Here's Young to be terrified. Pick up to the track. They try to reach now. In the street window. While they miss the ball. They got the shooting in the back. He's playing number 2. We're back to a bit of trying to do Spain service players out of position front back. Down the gill. Johnson's going to be left hand by.
A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Bears ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Got a man, it's Hale. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Jennings. Hauls it in with one hand. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Oh, you want to talk about catch radius, the big soft hands, it's like throwing it into a giant pillow.
And it's so nice for the quarterback, Reese, to know he doesn't have to put that right on his face mask. He's got an athletic tight end with crazy eye-hand coordination that can make plays like that.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it way down the field. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And they got him.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Using his legs, it's Morris. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Making side adjustments here. They feed him again. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On first down from their own 22. Motion from the wide receiver. Flag way. Oh, they're after him. And That's a sack.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Jumped on top of the pile.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Throwing, Lagway. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Bears will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Over the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
Complete to the wideout. Pickup of 13. That's a first down for the offense.
The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the effort by the defense. The last play, gain of no yards. This play, they get a sack. They're playing excellent defense right now up against their own goal.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. The 40. Past the 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bears. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires on the move. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
To throw, it's Jennings. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Slips through the line. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. the Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Running inside, it's Turner. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Flagway wants to throw. Pressure coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. The sure hands, it's Knight. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Moving out to the right. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. It's a draw. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Morris. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. Here's Lagway to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Morris. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And it'll be down right there. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll run it from the gun. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 9 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns, locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. This breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A run for the quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Fourth down, Lagway. Got his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a crease. It's Turner. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. 3rd down from the gun, DJ Lagway. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. Nowhere close to the line to gain as he is ridden out of bounds, and this defense makes a statement. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Deadlocked here in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Past the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Gain of 21 on the play. Good enough for a 1st down.
The Mustangs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't get him to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat
on. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. Unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gonna run it. It's Morris. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
The run inside. It's Morris. Makes it past the marker. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll run it to the right side. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Flagway. Under fire. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. 4th down, Lagway. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bears! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that is just outstanding execution catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Got out of trouble and throws. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to thread the field position with the return.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, it's a reverse. There's a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
I often say the best offenses in college football are the ones that can run the football down in the red zone, but it's not just conventional runs. It's getting the reverse going as well. Why not get one of your best playmakers the football here in the green area and let him go? Nice job getting the pitch, using his speed, scoring a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Going to try to get it himself.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down.
Going over the top. Wide open. He makes the catch. Speeding down the left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. And the Mustangs respond.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And your Baylor Bears will take over 1st and 10.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to run for it. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Flagway to throw for it on 4th. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. On the run, it's Morris. Got a little grass. And that'll be enough for the first down. A gain of 13 on the play. And the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Now the Mustangs will use their third and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.